it's Brandon Willis at Brandon's Gym in Carlson Gracie Columbus Jiu-Jitsu in Columbus, Ohio. Some people have been watching our channel, and one of our videos is starting to get a little more popular. Is the one about doing the head outside single leg or high crotch and avoiding the guillotine. All the questions, every time we post wrestling stuff or trying to use wrestling for BJJ, we get everything's about the guillotine. Everyone writes in about the guillotine. So I'm here to answer that a little bit. We probably need to do a handful of different videos, but this is just going to be my first one talking about that. Let's see here. The last video was about doing the high crotch and then doing a pivot, switching off to the double, and using that for the single leg finish. There's a couple of points I want to talk about, and the first one is why that high crotch helps us avoid the guillotine. The reason is because the first reason is when I run that, if I do it right, I cut across the person. I don't run into them, right? Forgive me, this isn't scripted or anything. This is Price. He's been training 6 months, so he's going to help me here. If I take some shot, if I do that high crotch and I come in here and he wraps, tries to wrap the guillotine, I haven't done anything with my neck. I'm just kind of neutral, right? If I go and I try to finish this and I go straight into him, he's going to pull me down in his guard, right? He's just going to pull me down into his guard, close his guard, and now I've got a nasty guillotine to have to worry about. All right, what we want to do is we're talking about making a pivot and cutting across the person. So if you look at our high crotch video, we're doing this drill right here. This is a pivot drill. I'm going to step, windshield wiper, and pivot. That changes my angle. Then when we get up, we run this way. I learned this tape drill off Coach Adam. That's where I learned most of my stuff. This tape drill, we get our knee on the tape and our foot on the tape, and when we go to finish, we just run right down the tape. I go right here, boom, this way, and run right down the tape, right? So we need to be able to do that when we're doing this high crotch. We haven't even talked about the neck or anything. So that way, if I've got Price, I shoot that same shot. Right, we got in here, let's say he does connect his hands. I switched off to my double. I'm leaving the pivot out for now, but I switched off to my double, right? And now I'm gonna run right down the tape. I get up here, I gotta pull these in tight, I make my step, and I run right down the tape. He goes down. See, we ran past his legs. If he can't wrap his legs around me in a guard or half guard, I don't have the guillotine to worry about. Does that make sense? So the first thing is that one right there. We've got that drill. Maybe I'll make a video about the tape drill. Straight up, stolen from Adam DeSabato's wrestling club. He taught me that when I started wrestling with him because I had no idea what I was doing. We did the video a week ago or two about the shot, the first drill, knee on the tape, foot on the tape, and then once we get here, we explode up and we turn our hip. I go like this, I explode up, and my foot now faces this way. I don't want to shuffle, right? I can't run fast if I shuffle. But if I go knee on the tape, foot on the tape, I explode up and then run. Lift that guy's legs. That's the first way that we're gonna beat that guillotine there in that position. The second thing, and you're just gonna have to practice it, is how I shrug my neck, okay? So running past the legs, shrugging my neck so that it's hard for them to connect their hands. If I go like this and keep my neck tight, it's going to be hard for them to connect their hands. Me personally, I prefer, if I'm doing BJJ, grappling, whatever people call no-gi, whatever, if I'm doing any of that, I would prefer that they do try to connect their hands, because what that means is they're not defending the shot. So if Price does the exact same thing to me, if he gets this position, I know jiu-jitsu, right? I'm good at jiu-jitsu. If I try to go here or here, I could try to do that, but then he can drive up and into me. I'm going to use the single defense. I'm going to crush his head and squat, right? And I'm going to try to sprawl, crush his head, and bury it. I'd rather do that. So my point to you is, if I go in here and I'm on this high crotch, if I'm on this high crotch, I'm shrugging my neck, making it hard for him to connect his hands. If he is reaching for that, that means my head's free to come up. So I'm going to go, as I come up, I'm going to do the same thing we just talked about, step and come up, and then so I switched off to my double, I step and come up. Now I'm going to wrench this as hard as I can and wrench this dude over. I hope that makes sense. So by him not trying to defend, it leaves my head free, and that person defending is about to go for a ride. I just really admired these dudes that could wrestle in the BJJ club when I first started. It was very clear to me, they had some great guys, it was really clear to me that there was no quick and easy hack to beat these dudes. I think that'd be my advice to you. In closing, go to that one video I made. It says, learn to wrestle just to wrestle, just because you like it. You guys know BJJ out there. Can you bring a dude into your club and try to show him an armbar while someone tries to punch him? Right? You're lucky to show this dude an armbar on a good day, let alone throwing in that extra variable. So when we try to wrestle for BJJ, and we're trying to high crotch for the first time with our partner who's trying to guillotine us, it's just a confounding effect. It's too many moving parts at once. Do these drills, use these videos that I'm going to be putting up, or find your local high school coach or whatever you can do, and learn it that way. And then once you learn it that way, then we can think about all the exceptions. I don't want to have to think about all the parts of taking these shots and finishing the shot, I don't want to have to think about all that and someone grabbing my neck. So just take it with a grain of salt, do it like we're talking about, and then we'll keep giving you guys these tidbits as much as we can. So run across the dude, shrug your neck, and when they reach like this, take that arm of theirs, don't let them have it down here where it's strong. Wrench it up and make them sorry they reach for your neck. That's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, I hope that helps. Always subscribe to our channel, comment, all your questions and stuff, and we'll try to help you. Thank you.